Hi, and welcome. My name is Tracy Irby. I'm the director at TWU Center for Women Entrepreneurs, and we're going to go over the StartHER Grant frequently asked questions. So first of all, who can apply? This grant is open to Texas newly formed 51% or more woman-owned businesses with less than 5 employees. The owner must identify as a female, be 18 or older, live in Texas, and be a U.S. citizen or permanent resident. Does my business have to already be started? No, this is a great opportunity for someone who is wanting to start up a business. So the grant can be used for a startup. Can a nonprofit apply? Unfortunately, no, the grant is only for a for-profit business. No one actually owns a nonprofit, so it can't be considered woman-owned. Do I have to be affiliated with TWU to apply? No, the grant is open to any woman-owned business in the state of Texas. In fact, TWU faculty, staff, their immediate family, members, students, trustees, and advisory committee members are not eligible to apply. Can previous grant winners apply? Unfortunately, they cannot. We are funded for the whole state of Texas, and we want to make sure that we reach women throughout the state and aren't continually offering the grants to the same people. I've never filled out a grant application before. Should I get a grant writer? No, we want to hear about the business in your own words. You know it more than anybody else. We don't want people to have to go to an expense to hire a grant writer, that you can do all of this yourself. Our template should make it really easy for you just to answer the questions. There's also a video on the guidelines, so make sure you watch that as well. What can be used to verify my business is woman-owned? Proof of woman-owned and controlled documentation could include and must show at least 51% ownership by a woman. If it's 2 women, that means it's 100%. If a husband and wife share a business 50-50, that is not considered woman-owned. So documentation could include sole proprietor or assumed name filings that you did at the county clerk's office, an LLC or LLP documentation, which could include certificate of organization or articles of incorporation. Again, we need to see that it is 51% woman-owned. If you are the only owner, then you don't need to show any additional documentation. Also, partnership agreements or a bank signature card can show that there is one person owning the business, and you can submit those. If there's one document that doesn't show who owns the business, send the corresponding agreement with it. If it's like 50 pages, you don't need to send all of those. You could maybe do the initial one and then the one that shows how the business is divided. Whatever you do not send a copy of your driver's license, social security card, or credit card. None of those are showing that your business is woman-owned. Can I apply for several different businesses? I'm thinking about starting. No, there's only one application per person that will be accepted. If you're thinking of multiple ideas, different businesses, you won't be focusing just on one, and that's what we want you to do with this and the programming that comes along with it. What about sales tax? Can it be funded? No, sales tax cannot be paid for with these grant funds. So if you are a new business and you have filed a sales and use tax permit, you shouldn't be paying sales tax anyway. Can wages, salaries, or compensation be used with this grant funding? No. The grant cannot be used for wages, salaries, contract labor, or compensation of any type. However, if your project means you need a consultant to help with something, maybe they're doing some marketing, perhaps they're someone from Fiverr or something like that, you have them making things for your business, that can be used. They are not actually employees of yours. So a consultant you can do, but wages or compensation of any other type cannot be funded. What can the funds be used for? So some examples how some of our past grant recipients have used the funds include software, point of sale system, marketing, social media promotions, fixtures, merchandising of any type. Those are all eligible. We had one purchase a vehicle to pull a food trailer. You can get office furniture, a lathe, computers. We had someone who had an outdoor related business and she built a public restroom. So there are many different things that you can use the funds for. If you aren't sure, you can send us an email, cwegrants@twu.edu, and ask, and we can give you approval if there's something you're not really sure if it would qualify. Can I pay bills with the grant funding? No, this grant isn't for keeping your business afloat or to pay the monthly bills. It's for a new project for your business. So that is what the funds can be used for and not monthly bills. What is the matching requirement? There's a matching requirement of 10% owner investment, which would be $500, must be committed to the project. So it can be in cash, startup costs, licensing, supplies, or equipment for the project. If you purchased a desk at home for a home office, all of that can be considered your part of an investment. And this is really important because if at some point too you're looking for funding, they want to know that you have skin in the game, that you have invested in your own business. What kind of project contribution to the economy are you looking for? Well, we want to know here, will your project add to the sales tax base? Are you creating jobs? Or do you have some other contribution to the community or state? Make sure you put something in there as to how your business is helping the local economy. When are applications due? So applications for the grant are due at 5 p.m. on Friday, October 22nd, 2021. Make sure you allow enough time for internet problems, time to complete the application. Any late submissions will be disqualified. Every year there could be 10 to 15 we get after 5, and you are automatically disqualified. So please, please, please make sure you allow plenty of time to get your application in. Should I call you guys to make sure you receive the application? No, the format that we use online automatically submits your application, so you do not need to follow up with us to see if we received your application. Where can I get additional questions answered? All grant-related questions must be sent to cwegrants@twu.edu. We will not be taking phone calls regarding this, and the reason being we want documentation to all the questions that we've answered. So do not call, send an email to cwegrants@twu.edu. So thank you so much and good luck on your application. We look forward to receiving it.